Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So, before I go into today's main topic, by the way, guys, I'm recording this at the point where I finally finished editing the collaboration video with Asayame Shinryu-san. Thank you so much. It is the Kobudo Ryuha that has a YouTube channel that I respect and enjoy their channel very, very much. But I had a collaboration video filming with them in Osaka, and it actually took me around 10 days for me to edit it. Of course, because I do want to maintain a good relationship with Asayame Shinryu-san, and what the content of the video that we filmed together was just so interesting that I seriously wanted you guys watching it, listening to it, enjoy it even more. So I took a lot of time doing it, and to be very honest, I'm recording this in the morning. It took me till 2:30 a.m. last night to do it, and this was like, every day for me for about the past week and such. So I'm like really exhausted, but also very, very relieved and happy at the same time that everyone's been watching the video and giving me a lot of comments. Anyways, that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. So before I get started about today's main topic, I want you to understand what I'm going to be saying today might sound like I'm boasting. I might sound like I am not being humble enough, but I really do want you to understand that that's not my true intention. And I trust you guys who are listening to my podcast channel. I intentionally do not try to spread this podcast channel too much, because if I do that, there's going to be a lot of people who just want to criticize me on the comments, like in my main channel, without even watching or listening to my content properly. So I trust you guys for this, that you would understand what I'm going to be saying. But it's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and it's probably something that is going to be, again, a really important principle of my life. To make a long story short, my conclusion is no matter how much success you make, or no matter how much money or all that, everything that you can think of that you usually want, no matter how much you gain, you will not become happier. Now you might be thinking, well, Shogo, I was like expecting something, you'd be saying something really, really awkward, but well, yeah, that's something I've heard many times, but it's true. And as a friend of yours, I would like to tell you that it's absolutely true. So recently, anytime I meet more people, a lot of people tell me, well, Shogo, you have 1.4 million subscribers. That's amazing. You're famous. You're successful. That's great. You have a family. You train in so many things and all that kind of stuff. And of course, family part isn't unrelated to today's topic, but about YouTube, for example. So I do have 1.4 million subscribers, and it's great, and it's wonderful that you guys are now listening to this. Now, I am a 28-year-old regular Japanese man living in Kyoto, nothing that special, and you guys are listening to me talking to my microphone in the morning, just about an hour after I woke up, and you guys are still taking the time to listen to my stories. That's a miracle for me, and I am really thankful, and it's wonderful. But also at the same time, I'm not happier because I have 1.4 million subscribers. Now, a lot of people, well, including myself, would think that, well, I would absolutely be happier if I had much more than, having only 100 subscribers and having 1.4 million subscribers. I'll be much more successful. I'll be able to make more money. You would think that, right? Like let's say, if I were taller, or if my face would be more handsome or more beautiful, or you would think, oh, I would have been happier if I had that car, if I had that house, all that kind of stuff, right? But as a person who, thankfully, all thanks to you guys, I was able to reach 1.4 million subscribers. In terms of YouTube, let's just talk about YouTube then. Am I happier? I absolutely am happier, but it's not because the number of subscribers that I have or the number of view counts that I get on my videos. It's absolutely not. Because the more subscribers I have, the more views I get on my videos, the bigger my responsibility will be for my videos. For example, if I accidentally include one inaccurate information A lot of people tell me that I've been, what should I say, sending out lies to the world. That Japanese man is lying. A lot of Japanese people tend to say that to me because they believe in other stuff. But it's as I always say, I always say it's just one opinion. I read a book. I read um, paper written by professors, and I made my video. I didn't come up with the ideas, so it has some kind of truth in it at least. But there's people who keep on telling me that I'm lying. But anyways, you will definitely become a target of such. It could be abuse, it could be violence, responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility, right? So it doesn't mean that the more number of subscribers you have, you have all the happiness. No, I'm constantly scared after posting my videos, every time, no matter how much studying I do, no matter how many times I check my video before posting it, I'm always terrified when I post my videos now. Because what if someone again tells me that everything I talk about is wrong? And also not just that, but of course, including all of the online bullying, fighting against the keyboard fighters, as I talked about before in my podcast, here, as I explained before, it's not that easy to just ignore them. I explained before that it's almost like someone suddenly punched you on the streets, and it's like a friend telling you that, oh, just don't mind about it. He's a no one. Don't mind about it. But you've been punched. That pain that you have on your face now is real, and it's not going to be going away and fading away that easily. You might think, well, it's just words written on the internet, but because it is words on the internet, it hurts and haunts you even more because you start to imagine, wait, are there even more people saying these things about me? Is it just me that's not looking at those certain websites, but are there more people? Are there people somewhere in this world sitting in front of their computers, having their phones in their hands, talking with their friends how much they hate me? And that idea haunts you. That's exactly the reason why everyone starts to get mentally sick or kill themselves, literally, right? So it's that serious. And the more subscribers you have, the more you're vulnerable to that. And so what I'm trying to say is that happiness, this is something that everyone talks about, that everywhere. In every book or every famous person must have said this before, but happiness is not born from how much you gain. That's not true. No matter how much you gain, no matter how much money, no matter how much fame you have, it does not link to happiness. Happiness is about being thankful. Even if you don't have anything, in your hands, if you're living in a cardboard box, if you can be thankful that you're alive, you can be happy on that moment. I know everyone says this, this is something that you've probably heard 1,000, 10,000 times before, but it's true. I confirm it as your friend, and I can tell you that that's true. Of course. Now, one thing I need to make very clear is that, of course, if your business is bigger, there's more that you can do. That's true. There's more you can do. There's more activities you can do. There's more people you can meet, so on and so forth. But it doesn't mean that you'll be happy. Physically, you'll be able to do more. This is, of course, true. But will you be happier? That's a completely different story. I thought this was really important for me. You should not try to gain more success, become more famous, or whatever it is, because you want to be happier. You do it because you want to do that. You do it because you like doing whatever it is. It could be a sport, it could be music, it could be a business, it could be anything. You do it because you like doing it. You don't do anything because you want to be happier. Because you won't be happier even if you do something do something a lot and you actually do succeed in it. You won't be happier. It doesn't change your life like that. I think this is something really, really important that all of us needs to keep in mind, and we can be happy at any moment. It's the reason why I said, I don't want you to think that I'm boasting or not being humble enough is because, of course, there are people living in very terrible environments, even in Japan too, as I explain all the time. One out of seven children are living in poverty in Japan today, right? It's like, this 1.4 million subscriber YouTube account owner is now suddenly telling those people living in poverty that you can be happy anytime. That doesn't sound fair, right? I understand. It sounds really, really terrible that I'm saying this, but I think it's true. I shouldn't say sadly, but believe that is true because I've been there before myself too. There was times when I was eating 70 yen curry every day because that's all I could afford, you know. But I was still be able to be happy at that timing too. And I really thought that this is also linked to the wabi sabi idea, the essence, the beauty of subtraction in Japanese traditional culture. You know, to make something more beautiful, you don't add, but you subtract. I think that's one of the core essence, teachings of Japanese traditional culture. But I started to understand why Japanese people wanted to, our ancestors wanted to teach the people this very important message. Yeah. So this is a really difficult topic for me to talk about. And if you still think that what I said is incorrect, inappropriate, please let me know in the comments. It's completely okay. So please let me know. But at the same time, I really felt because all thanks to you guys, I was able to get to this stage level. I don't know what the right word is, but I was again able to feel that having a lot of success in business or, as an influencer and so on and so forth does not mean that you're happy. And before I end this podcast, I want to confirm with you, I am happy. By the way, I am happy all the time. And that's all thanks to you guys. And it's not because you helped me to reach 1.4 million subscribers. It's because I know if you are listening to this right now, you are right, you're listening to this right now, that is what makes me happy. Believing, seeing actually that there are people who care about me and listen to my stories, watch my videos, talk to me through DMs. This is what makes me happy. No matter how many subscribers I have, no matter how many videos I post, if no one is listening to my personal opinions like this, all the thoughts that I have is I'm alive, that would be very, very sad. So you guys are the ones who are actually making me seriously happy, and this will never change, no matter how much new businesses or no matter how many things I'll be doing in the future. So I want to confirm with you about that. I am 100%, no, 300%. 10,000% happy. I am confident that I am the happiest man on this planet. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, travel, or work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life to try to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. And to do this right now, I actually am doing a lot of things right now, but on my Ko-fi page, you guys probably already be knowing about this by the time you're listening to this podcast, but my Ko-fi goal has changed because Kamina Daisuke-san has given me a very generous offer to make the performance fee for him much, much smaller. Yeah, so right now my Ko-fi goal is actually to buy my very first shakuhachi. So the goal price and everything has completely changed, but I am aiming to buy my first shakuhachi, so that's going to be wonderful if you can help me out. Also, I am selling my merchandise now, which is limited to the end of 2022 because it's the Team Asa Shogo t-shirts and hoodies and bags and such. So I hope you can check these out for me. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for listening. And again, I will always be waiting for your comments. Bye-bye.